my favorite moments are different moments because of the fact that I know how they occurred. Because with Brando, in fact, Brando wasn't supposed to be on the set that day, but when I did the scene with Michael, he was coaching me with it, and he showed up, and Francis and even the executives said, like, who made a mistake? They thought, an AD or somebody gave this guy a call sheet. He's not supposed to be here. And he came, everybody, yes, Mama, whatever. He said, I'm here to help that kid. And they were amazed with it. That's why Jimmy Caan hates me to today. Jimmy wanted to be like with Brando. And Brando used to laugh at him. Get out of here. But anyway, so he was the one. He watched the rehearsal and watched what we were doing, the mechanics of it, And I go over to him and he says, okay, when he hands you that ticket, I want you to look down. You pay attention to him, but sneak a look to make sure that it's a ticket. Obviously, I knew I was going to die in the car. But he says, you have to let the audience think that there's hope. Maybe you are really going to go to Vegas. So the character, as a security running, is there really a ticket in here? He wouldn't waste buying an airline ticket. I must really be going. All those little things.
I noticed that moment.
Yeah, that's a great moment. And what people don't realize, laymen, when you shoot that scene, they shoot a master. Everybody's in the scene. Then they'll come in on a two-shot, they come over one over Michael's shoulder, one over my shoulder. So to keep getting that emotion, the crying, and all of that, and looking around the room like he only wanted Michael to hear when he said Barzini, that's all Brando. I knew nothing about that stuff. He's because Nero was there, everybody was there waiting to hear. So he just, next time you see it. So those are the moments that mean something to me because of the fact that I know how it happened. And it worked. And that scene really had to work. Because, I was the last person to die in this movie. And they wanted that whole thing. And the way he died, going through the windshield.
It's an intense death.
Yeah.
How was the mechanics of shooting that scene? Was that you or was that a stunt man?
Oh, no. Everybody thinks that was a hard scene. It wasn't a hard scene at all. Because in the old cars, I would just push myself up. So I'd help Clemenza. So he had the wire on me, but I'd move with him. And once my back was on the top of the seat, then he would just hold me down. But what you didn't see, once he got the wire around my neck, there was a strap. You almost saw me walk into the car. It looked like my tie. So he had that and he was pulling me. So the wire would never really go. But I almost got killed because what happened, he didn't want the breakaway glass and he had the camera mounted on the hood of the car. That's the way he can get that scene. And we put breakaway glass and it's just bang. And he said, no. We had it all set up, different ways to do it. And those old car windshields had a very thick piece of plastic, safety glass, they used to call it. And it was really hard to crunch it. So then they had my shoes with steel soles. They were like 5-6 pounds each. Because the windshield is this way, so when you cook it with your feet, your toes, you're not going to get anything out of it. So they had to make it so that when I hit it, they can crunch it. So they just diamond cut it on the inside, very little, you couldn't see it. So once it's shattered, you just still get that crunching sound. So one time I'm looking at the ceiling and I'm kicking wildly, and I kick the stunt driver and knock him out, and he hits the brake, and I go right through the windshield. And thank God Clemenza let go. But
Yeah.
I had glass cuts all the way up my ass because the windshield, going through a windshield. That was interesting. Interesting
Always.
stuff, though.